Hi, everyone, and welcome to What Drives Retail Investors in 2020, brought to you by Barchart. My name is Mark Water. I'm the Senior Sales Executive here at Barchart, and I'll be walking you through our stock market survey, our methodology for how we did this, some insights and conclusions, additional insights we're now going to have given the current times we've been experiencing over the last month, our tools and content for driving traffic and engagement, and then a little Q&A. So back in October of 2019, Barchart conducted a stock market survey. The survey objective was quite simple. We were looking to determine how wealth management, brokerage, and media firms can drive user engagement and acquisition through market information and tools. We had over 400 survey respondents that were divided into three cohorts: your general online audience, which was surveyed on Facebook, your business professional audience, which was surveyed on LinkedIn, and our active investor audience, surveyed on Barchart.com. So now we're going to take a little bit of a look at what we've learned and what conclusions we can draw from how these respondents answered our survey. At a glance, 50% of the business professional audience is going to check their stock quotes, most often using their mobile device, while the majority of active investor audiences are going to use their desktop and laptop, which calls for the need for financial media to provide their users with a premium desktop experience. As you can see, the general online audience heavily favored a mobile device. The business professional audience sat somewhere in the middle, but that active investor audience really truly prefers the desktop or laptop experience. We also asked them how often they're going to check stock market prices. 94% of the active investor audience, or as some may call it, the self-directed investor audience, checks stock market prices on a daily basis or more. 69% checking prices multiple times per day. The only cohort that never checked their stock price, as you could see, was the general online audience. So generally, these users are going to be engaging with their portfolios and the market itself on a daily basis. We also tried to identify where they go to check these stock quotes. 80% of all respondents turn to financial media for checking these. And then we asked them what drives them to certain places to find their information on the stock market. Number one was financial news. In fact, the tools for driving the most engagement were financial news, watch lists and portfolios, charts, and quotes. As you can see, alerts and screeners also played into this, which we'll get into a little bit later in this presentation. So what can we draw from these answers? Developing an ecosystem to differentiate from big tech is what's really needed right here. 94% of that general online audience indicated that they use either Yahoo Finance, Google, being news or search results, Facebook, or Twitter to receive their financial news. 80% of business professional audience and 58% of that active investor or self-directed investor audience also turn to big tech for financial news. So when it comes to big tech, financial media should focus on the features that they can offer that aren't available in those larger websites, such as advanced charting tools or Excel integrations for people to have additional ways to look at the data. With financial data now being presented directly at the top of search results for pages, financial media should be prepared that user acquisition from organic searches may begin to decrease. And what do we do with that audience that does not invest? It's clear that there are many people who don't invest in stocks. 35% of that general online audience indicated they don't trade or invest at all. And 12% of the same audience said they rarely look at their portfolio. While there are many investors that are actively monitoring their portfolios daily, there's still a large number of people who don't track it at all. which is where we could potentially open a door for opportunity with a focus on investment recommendations, trading education, micro-investing, and mobile, trying to break down that hurdle they have to entering the markets. Firms that offer free trading and free financial quotes also have an edge when it comes to engaging this audience, as those are the most sought after tools this audience would like to see more of. When it comes to business professionals, we've identified an opportunity to better serve and monetize them. Many business professionals are serious investors. 50% responded that they would like access to more research and more tools to make better decisions. These business professionals also have a more affluent income range. So financial media here has an opportunity to generate more revenue from these individuals who are ready and willing to pay to receive additional information, such as stock picks, rankings, and option strategies. And also the premium desktop experience. This is key for the active investors. 94% of them are checking stock quotes at least once per day, primarily via their desktop computer. It's essential for financial media to provide their users with that premium desktop experience, allowing a one-stop for them to store information and view everything about their portfolio. 56% of those active investors consider themselves serious investors, and they would benefit from a dashboard or other premium features that will allow them to get more in-depth into their decision-making process for their investments. You can download the complete survey from barchart.com and go through our methodology and find all our conclusions there. So now that we've gone through the insights and conclusions that we got from our October 2019 survey, we'd be remiss if we didn't take a little bit of a look at how things have changed over the last month, given the extreme market volatility. We're going to use barchart.com and our own traffic for this to better take a look at what users are looking at in the times of this volatility. So whether it's checking personal portfolios, looking for breaking news, or trying to see market swings, everyone's eye is on the financial markets right now. We can see this clearly in our traffic stats. Total organic trafficking is just skyrocketing for us, up 95, almost 96% over the last 30 days compared to the previous 30-day period. Total page views increasing 44% compared to Jan 38 to Feb. Unique page views 35 to Jan, 31% to Feb increases. Unique users up 68% to Jan, 44% to Feb. And total sessions increased 49% to January and 38% to Feb. Most of our entrances to our site are coming off web searches, with users looking to find those charting tools and market prices that we're bringing them through barchart.com. We're also seeing a large increase in the stocks page of barchart.com. This has increased 182% since the beginning of the year, 148% compared to last month. And traffic to that US Exchange's 5-day losers page has increased a whopping 669% compared to January, 790% compared to February. This is actually something that we can output via API and drop into other people's sites, just so you can understand how much this is being driven in traffic and volatility. Significant increase in impressions and clicks from Google search for stock market chart, compare stocks, and stock market prices has led to this increase also. Another interesting part is the increase in traffic to specific stock pages that's correlated with news. For example, page views on Cepheid, that stock page increased 39,972% compared to last month, simply on a news story from an FDA authorization on a rapid SARS-CoV-2 testing. We've also seen an increase across our futures pages. This is up 156% since the beginning of the year, 132% since February. Traffic to the prices page has increased 222% compared to Jan, 197% compared to February. And this features, the VIX index, which is getting a lot of press now across more mainstream media platforms. Traffic to our currency's futures prices page has increased by 79% compared to Jan, 66 to Feb. Traffic to commodities overview, 65% over Jan, 62% over Feb. We're also seeing a large increase on our options side. Options data, barchart.com/options has increased 59% since the beginning of the year, 28% compared to last month. Total page views on options volume leaders increased by 110% to Jan, 30.63% to Feb. Total page views on options with highest change in implied vol increased 87% to Jan, 40% over Feb. And our most active options increased 47% from Jan and 19% from Feb. So we've detailed how we're bringing in much more traffic into Barchart, but how are we converting that into sales funnels and building our user base from it? Well, total paid conversions from all tools site-wide have increased. We've gotten close to 5 times as many conversions from historical downloads in the first 14 days of March compared to the first 14 days of December of 2019. Our sales funnel list sits in our Barchart Premier. Barchart Premier members can download more historical price data, including historical intraday data down to a 1-minute increment. We've also seen 2 times as many conversions for screeners. Our screeners allow people to screen their watch list, portfolios, or index groups, but also Premier can allow people to select their favorite screeners and have them run automatically with updates. So now you've seen how we've kind of positioned ourselves in this volatility to bring the correct tools in front of people, and how can we help you bring tools and content to drive traffic and engagement. So Barchart is a leading provider of data services and solutions to the global financial, media, and commodities industries. Our data is market data, company data, and alternative data. And we can provide this to you through flexible delivery solutions, including Barchart On Demand, which is a series of REST APIs of the AWS cloud infrastructure, Barchart Digital, which is going to be the tools that can help drive engagement to your users, including charts, watch lists, portfolios, and alerts. Barchart Stream, which allows for streaming data into backend servers that allows a much more dynamic updating environment for end users, and Commodity by Barchart, which also encompasses our trading software, such as Commodity View and our Excel add-in, Commodity View Excel, both which are white labelable. Our solutions are powered by global content. We have commodity data from across the world. This is exchange data, such as your standard CME groups and ICE, Europe, Asia, and North America, and into South America also, but also alternative data and over-the-counter price data, such as USDA or the commodity indexes created by Commodity by Barchart. We also have financial data, which would cover your index data, stock price data, funds, Forex, and cryptocurrencies. These are also full global coverage from Barchart and allow people to get a good glimpse of the overall state of the markets in what's truly a global economy now. On top of that sits news, whether it be stories from something like AP or press releases or our own commodity news wires. Barchart is able to provide additional information that can give insights to movement. We combine all of these and put them out through our delivery mechanisms, APIs, Barchart Digital, and our software platforms. Right now, as we discussed, everyone has their eye on their portfolio, whether it's someone who's trading to build wealth or trading for retirement. Their portfolio is something that everyone is checking. And right now, it's more important than ever to allow users to have a quick and easy way to access this. Barchart can help by supercharging your investor tools and increasing engagement with responsive and sophisticated portfolio tools. These are highly customizable, high-performance API-based systems that allow you to drive a sales funnel to the portfolio. The system is very easy to integrate, and it will actually allow you to be flexible across desktop, mobile, and web apps, scaling to meet your needs. It also will allow you to provide a consistent user experience across those three, which is something very important for branding and ease of use. We also can provide users with historical data for market analysis during extreme volatility. As we mentioned, we're having a large number of conversions on this currently. So we have the ability to tie in APIs or file services for tick level, so last sale, bid ask, depth of market for historical data. This can be used to power charts and other user engagement tools, such as data downloaders through Barchart Digital. This can be available as part of a recurring subscription or through a one-time purchase of bulk information. And we're going to really customize these packages down to what suits both the client's need and then the client's end user's need. Our delivery for this is very flexible. So it really comes down to how can it fit into your technology stack rather than how can you integrate it to your technology stack. Another way we're able to help with this is providing investor research and analysis through Excel tools. Whether you're in banking, corporate development, or a commodity analyst, people have been using Excel for their more advanced calculations on data for quite some time. It's an easy platform to do deep analysis on. Our Excel add-in allows for real-time data, global market data, physical commodity data, fundamental and statistical commodity data, and deep historical data, all in a platform that users are very comfortable and familiar with. As we keep coming back to, the premium desktop experience is key for active investors. This is where Barchart's digital tools really begin to shine for you. You have a charting library. It's a brand new, full, plain vanilla Java library, HTML5, so it can go across desktop, mobile, tablet, and you can drop this in with as low as 3 lines of code. This will have all the full-fledged features of a front-end quoting and charting platform, also allowing for things like integrated trading. Portfolio solutions draw in users and increase engagement with responsive and sophisticated portfolio tools. And watchlist solutions allow users to easily track stocks they have their eye on that sit outside their portfolio. Now, when you begin to combine all these three together, what you create is one spot for users to be able to come and view what their current holdings are, what they are thinking about investing in, and the tools that they would need to make the choices on those future investments. And as we discussed earlier, business professionals are an opportunity we have to serve better. Business professionals have demonstrated a large desire for more research, more thorough stock rankings and stock picks, and they have the appetite for sophisticated and more complex option strategies. Barchart can provide a large database of technical analysis from Barchart's proprietary content covering stocks, indices, futures, options, and Forex. We can deliver these through flexible on-demand APIs such as Get Technicals, which will be a series of technical indicators, Get Signal, which is actually 30 different technical indicators put together that will also show direction and strength to create overall buy-sell signals. Things like Get Leaders, which also includes that vaunted 5-day losers that we were talking about earlier, and Get Momentum. So who uses these technical analysis? Professional traders build reliable technical analysis into their strategies, and they will improve their entry and exits with it. When it comes to webs and apps, you're allowing users to get access to more information to make better decisions on their portfolios and allowing them to do a deeper dive into how they want to execute their trading strategies. So thank you for joining me. My name is Mark Water. We're going to break for questions here really quick, and I see we had a few come in. One of the questions I did have asked to me is, how easy is it to integrate these tools and quotes into a website or an app? It's actually quite straightforward. It's a series of flexible web APIs and streaming feeds, possibly an SDK when it comes to the charting library, but all this is designed to be very easily integrated and be up and running quite quickly. So the lift on your side to start to integrate these tools is actually quite minimal. We can help and have something up and running probably in a 24 to 48 hour time range. And most of the REST APIs are extremely well documented and written in a very simple manner, allowing them to be integrated rather rapidly. Someone else here is asking how they can provide historical downloads for our clients. So that one is quite interesting because there's a few ways to do it. There's the concept of implementing a charting library such as ours that will have the ability to download the background data from a chart. It could be a simple tie-in to our on-demand Get History API that would allow an end user to pull data as needed with parameters set by whoever's managing the app or platform. Or then there's also something like our Commodity View Excel product, or the Excel add-in, which would allow them to pull that data directly into Excel on their desktop. All these things are stuff that Barchart will allow our clients to implement to help them get user engagement also. We have, one more here, it looks like. Someone's asking if they can just white label our Excel add-in. We're certainly open to producing one-off white labels of that Excel add-in and allowing people to use that for their end users or clients. It's something we'd be more than happy to discuss. It looks like that's about a wrap for us then. If anyone else has any additional questions or would like to learn more, please feel free to reach out to me. You can see my email on the screen here, mark.water@barchart. Thank you very much for joining us on this, and I wish everyone a wonderful day. Take care.